Okay, so 4.3 continued on example 9. It's just some earthly discoveries. It says compute the length in feet of an angle measure of 1 minute on Earth, given the radius of the Earth is 3,960. So we're after the length, so we're after arc length, which means we need the formula that S is equal to R times theta. Remember, our theta has to be in radians. So we know our radius is 3,960, and we know that our theta is equal to 1 minute. Well, I need to convert that to decimal degrees, okay? So if nothing else, remember that's the same as saying 0 degrees and then 1 minute, if that helps. So that would be 0 plus the 1 over 60 to get us our decimal degrees. Now if we do 1 over 60, that's going to end up being a small number. So I'm just going to leave 0 plus 1 over 60 is 1 over 60, and now that's in degrees. And so then we just need to convert that to radians. So multiply that by pi over the 180. And so we end up with pi over, this is 10,800 radians. But now that we have that, we can go ahead and we can solve for our arc length. So remember that S is equal to R times theta. And so S is equal to the 3960 times the pi over 10,800. And so I'm just going to go ahead and just put that in my calculator, and I'm going to get 1.152, and this is in miles. So 1 minute is approximately 1.152 miles. The angle of 1 minute, I should say. All right, and then example 9b is the same thing, except now it says what is the length of the angle that is 1 second on the Earth. So I want the length, so I'm after that arc length. Our radius, we're still on Earth, so still 3,960, but now our angle is 1 second. So if you wanted to, you could put 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 1 second. So that would be 0 plus 0 over 60 plus 1 over, remember there's 3,600 because we're skipping from minutes, automatically going to degrees there. All right, so we end up with 1 over 3,600 degrees. Now I want that in radians so I can work my problem. So multiply it times pi over 180. And so we get pi over 648,000. Now just plug it into your formula. So S is equal to R times theta. So S is equal to the 3,960 times the pi over 648,000. And so we find that S is approximately 0.0192 of a mile.